So in this video, we're going to learn global variables. And global variables allows you to change them anywhere, or any variable that you can change anywhere. So for example, in the previous video, when we changed number in the function, it didn't really change in the main program. Here, if you change it in the function or change it in the main program, it's going to change in all of them. So to define something as a global variable, for example, I might say here int, notice before the main body of the program, integer t. Now this one now is a global variable, which means they all have access to it. They all can grab it and use it. You don't have to define it in the main program or in the function. So let's say I have a function, and this function is going to return nothing. Void, I'm going to call it f1, function 1. And maybe we'll say it's going to have an integer value, a. So let's write that function. I'll put it down here. Void f1 int a. Curly bracket to open it, curly bracket to close it, and I'll just do silly stuff with it. Cout in function 1 a equals, when I call it the first time, I forgot the double quotation here. That's before I do anything to a. Let's put a here. And notice I'm not referring to t, but the machine is going to know what t is. T equals, and let's print t. And the end of this function. I can change a minus 3, and L, missing the L. And let's print it again. Let's modify t. T equals t plus 7. Lowercase t, not capital case. And let's print the same thing, just to make a point here. So we're going to modify a, we're going to leave t alone, print that. Then we're going to modify t here and print the same thing, a and t. Now in the main program, let's go back to the main program. This is my main program here. So this piece here, just space here, function f1. This is the main program. Main program. You see the word main right before it. That's why we call it the main program. So in the main program here, let's say t equals 15. Notice I'm not passing t to the function. There's nowhere mentioning of t, but I'm asking the machine to print what t is. They should know what t is because that's a global variable now. All these, the main program and all the functions will have access to t. So let's print here just before we go to the loop, just to make sure things are working. Cout. In main, t equals print t and L. So t is going to be 15. You really should see a 15 there. Then let's call function 1, f1. And for f1, I'm going to send t with me. And what that does, that t actually going to go into A. So here A is going to be 15. And t is going to be 15. Then A is going to be 12 because you're subtracting a 3 from it, A 12, and t is going to be 15. And this one, now A is 12, but t is going to be what? 15 plus 7, which is 22. So after we call that, where's my calling the function? Let's now actually print t in the main program after we come back. In the previous one, when we printed the number stayed the same. Here, the number will not stay the same because as you change it in the function, it's going to change in the main program. Oh, something is not right here. Cout. I forgot the cout here. What did I cut? I know I copy and paste something. Cout. Somehow I deleted something. N F1 A equals print A T increment T. I think that's okay now. Somehow when I cut and paste I lost something. I have a tiny Mac computer, so it's tough to play with it, work with it. So let's trace it and see. So in the main program, we'll begin from the top. We said t is 15. Print the value. In the main program, in main, t is 15. Right there, in main. Should make that a capital letter, but in main, t equals to 15. And that's what you see right here. Now we call the function. Remember, t is 15, and we're sending 15 with us. So the 15 goes right here. A is 15. So here, A is 15, and t is 15. Then we take in 3 from A. 15 minus 3, which is 12. So A should be 12, t is 15. Oh. Then we adding 7 to t. So A is going to be 12. Uh-oh. A equals 12. Do I have it twice written, one of them? I think I have one of them written twice. Let's see. That's this one. Oh. That's this one. Then 12. and 15. Did I copy that twice? Yeah, I did. Right here. That's why it's showing up twice. So let's save it here. And let's look and see. In the main program, here we go. In main, t equals 15. Right here. Then we go to the function. We take the 15 with us. The 15 goes here. A is 15, t is 15. Then we're subtracting 3 from a. So a is 12, t is 15. Then we adding 7 to t. A is 12, t is 22. And, oh, I know what it was. This is what I wanted to print. Print t after we come back, which should be 22. Copy. Let's put it here. I wanted to show you now when you get back to the main program, t is changed. It's 22. Because that's a global variable. Anywhere you change it, everyone else is going to notice the difference. Here's t equals 22, no longer 15. Not like the previous one. So if you wanted to define variable as global, you put them up there. So a lot of people, to make life easy, they define a lot of the variable global because they don't have to ship them back and forth. You don't have to put t here. You can just use it. You can go to this function, just go print t here, and it should know what t is. The problem with that is if somebody uses, let's say you're working on the project with 3 other people, and you're using t and they're using t. If yours is a global variable, if you change yours, you just change theirs. So you have to be careful with it.